Breaking news, the Sixers have finally made another signing. They pick up a big man, but what does it mean for Paul Reed and the rest of the team in free agency? We'll break it all down here on Philly Take with RB.
Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? RB here. Welcome into the show. Like always, hit the like button if you enjoy the content. Be sure to subscribe and also ring that bell down below. That way you don't miss any of the coverage. Here we are back yet again, and the Sixers have finally made another signing here in free agency. All they have done really so far is pick up Patrick Beverley, and now they have picked up another free agent who was actually just waived yesterday by the Los Angeles Lakers, and that is Mo Bamba. Adrian Wojnarowski tweeting out here that Mo Bamba has agreed on a one-year deal with the Philadelphia 76ers. Mark Bartelstein and agent Greer Love tell ESPN. The Sixers pick up Bamba. Now, I know what you're thinking immediately. What does this mean for the rest of the team? What does this mean for Paul Reed and the rest of the guys? Well, you know, the Sixers are not working with much space right now. Obviously, once again, they are held kind of in a hostage situation by this Harden situation. They really need to find out what's going to happen with that, and then let the dominoes fall where they may. So they haven't really been active at all, but they do pick up Mo Bamba, and here's what Woj has to say on top of the initial report. He says, Philadelphia is bringing in Mo Bamba with the intention of keeping restricted free agent Paul Reed, but Bamba gives the Sixers some security behind Joel Embiid if they do lose Paul Reed. By the way, here is Joel Embiid and Mo Bamba. They do go way back. They are, I think, good personal friends, and they've worked out together before. Obviously, Bamba is very long and athletic, something that the Sixers really don't have in terms of his career. You know, I mean, it has not panned out for sure the way that a lot of people expected. And if we're being quite honest here, I mean, Mo Bamba has been known more for his inclusion in a song, in the lyrics, more than he has in terms of his on-court production. And I'm seeing the instant reactions from Sixer fans, and you know, they're all excited and this and that. I get it. This fan base is deprived, but if you want my honest opinion here, this does not move any type of needle for me. I'm just like, okay. They pick up Mo Bamba. Immediately, my heart dropped and I said, uh-oh. Is the unthinkable going to happen? Are they going to let Paul Reed go in free agency? But then again, we have to remember here, quick note, Paul Reed is a restricted free agent. So the only way Paul Reed leaves his team is if the Sixers choose not to match another offer. All the indications point to the Sixers re-signing Paul Reed. They've been working on deals with him in the recent days and weeks. Who knows how much he's going to get? Obviously, again, the Sixers are probably trying to stay below the tax, or they're right near it with this signing. But, you know, they cannot lose Paul Reed. I'll say that right now. If the Sixers ever found a way to lose Paul Reed, and that's why they signed Mo Bamba, this would be an absolute disaster. I think, honestly, what happened is Mo Bamba became a free agent. The Sixers said, all right, here's another body. You bring him in and see what you can do. He went to the Lakers last year. He had played half the season with the Orlando Magic. And, you know, I mean, it was just a decent season, nothing crazy. Like I said, he was a first, or what was he, a sixth overall pick in the first round back in 2018, and obviously has not panned out the way that anybody expected him to. His career average, 7.5 points, 5.8 rebounds. I definitely think that number should be higher. All the talk coming out of Texas. I was high on Mo Bamba, and, you know, he was almost one of the first of his kind with this freak athleticism and freak wingspan, and he just really has not panned out at all. Now, I will say his career is a 36% shooter from deep. Back a couple years ago, 2021, he was averaging 38%. Last year, in half of the season, he was averaging almost 40%. In fact, the one game I actually remember from Mo Bamba last year was against the Sixers. And shout out to Harrison Grimm for putting the highlights here on Twitter. He says, remember when Mo Bamba randomly torched the Sixers? Remember that game where Mo Bamba, I think he had, 6 or 7 threes in the first half? It was actually his career high. He ended the game with 32. He ended up cooling off completely in the second half. I think he got fouled out of that game. But yeah, he was just torching the Sixers on a random Tuesday in December or whatever it was. The Magic stunk. They were the worst team in the league. Maybe bringing him to a better environment will do good. But then again, he was with the Lakers. He was dealing with ankle issues. He has had some injuries over the year, and that's definitely expected with his build. But if this guy could potentially be a stretch big, I mean, that's, probably what these Sixers are looking for. But at the end of the day, this signing does not really move me at all. And I hope it does not take away from Paul Reed. Now, the next thing people are saying is, will this eventually convert Paul Reed to his natural position of being a power forward? Maybe. Is that what the thinking is? That the Sixers do not have any capability right now of getting free agents, so they're going to try to utilize some of their young pieces like a Springer and move Paul Reed to the power forward? Again, people don't like to hear this, but to me, Paul Reed cannot be a power forward until he shoots the ball effectively. And yes, I'm happy with Paul Reed and his development. I love his tenacity. I just love his game overall. But again, like a lot of other Sixers, he needs to develop a jump shot. Is he more inclined to be a power forward? Yes, based on his size and all that stuff. But he's got to be able to shoot. It's a very wonky fit right now. And I hope Paul Reed is taking 1,000 jump shots a day, really working on that form as well. So maybe if Paul Reed can do that and take that next step, you move him to the 4, you bring in Mo Bamba as a backup center. But right now, I just think this is another body. I think Nick Nurse will try to, pry a little bit out of Mo Bamba, and work that athleticism a little bit. But, I mean, at the end of the day, Mo Bamba is just another body to have on this team, and hopefully he can stay healthy. And it's weird, when I think back the last couple off seasons, right? The Sixers, they always make a surprise signing like this, whether it's Dwight Howard or Andre Drummond at the time, or even Trez or whoever it is who just became available last year at this time. And now Mo Bamba, right? And I don't know. It just doesn't move a lot for me. I don't know if he's even going to crack the rotation. We'll see. Kyle Neubeck put out a quick article. Shout out to him already getting this out. And we'll just read a few things that he has to say. Bamba played at Westtown School in Chester County during his junior and senior years in high school. And prior to the trade deadline, he was shipped to the Lakers, appeared in just 9 regular season games. Bamba has represented intrigue more than he has on-court production, though you can understand the intrigue just looking at his physical tools, standing 7 feet tall with a wingspan of 7 feet and 10 inches. I mean, that's crazy. It's nuts, man. Though he has found it difficult to translate his gigantic wingspan into consistent production beyond shot blocking numbers. I will say he can definitely be a defender on this team, and that's always good, especially coming off the bench. Guy who can hopefully grab some boards and play some defense, but Paul Reed can do that as well. The ability to protect the rim is nice, certainly, though Bamba's issues as soon as you move him away from the basket have proven far more important since he jumped to the league in 2018. Yeah, exactly. He's definitely been exposed when you try to move him around on defense. I think he's, definitely an interior presence, and on the offensive side, I think he can hopefully, aim to be a pick and pop type of shooter. But, again, it's a lot of potential. And who knows what the Sixers are doing, man? Maybe they're just going back a couple years and they're saying, all right, let's go out there and put 3 centers on the floor. Who knows? Nah, obviously I'm kidding, but let's see. Kyle says his shooting touch evaded him with the Lakers in limited minutes. Bamba has shown the makings of an improved outside touch over the last couple years, 38% of his attempts in 21, and he did so while getting up 4 threes per game across 71 games played. That's a solid sample size to work with. The optimist case for Bamba is that if his shooting normalizes, he represents something slightly different off the bench compared to Paul Reed or Montrezl Harrell. I would hesitate to call Bamba a stretch 5. The hope would be that he can earn that moniker and still offer resistance at the rim against drivers and slashers. Then he goes on to talk about Paul Reed. He says, this won't impact their decision on retaining Reed, a restricted free agent this summer. At the stage of their respective careers, I would say Reed is a better bet to be an impact rotation player. So I agree, man. Just a little bit of a different swirl here with Mo Bamba. Who knows what the Sixers are doing? Again, I'm not going to get too excited about this. We'll see if he can eventually get some minutes or crack the rotation, but hopefully the Sixers have a plan in store, because right now with the whole James Harden situation, it doesn't feel like they do. We heard today that the Clippers have no interest in really trading anybody. So then what is the next stage? What is the next move for Daryl Morey and the Sixers? Let me know if you like this signing, though, down below. By the way, are the Sixers going to sign a backup for PJ Tucker? Are they going to go out and get another wing at all? Or is this going to be it? Add Jaden Springer to the mix. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Like always, I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.